Okay, hi everyone, I am Dr. M, and I'm gonna show you how to do Gohma Clip. A lot of people have been asking me for a tutorial of this, and I couldn't find one, so I decided to make one myself. Like, I'm not pro at this or anything, like I just learned it a couple of days ago myself, but oops, I'm really consistent at it. So even if I'm not able to explain exactly what makes every part of the trick work and every detail of it, I can show you how I do it, what makes it work for me, and maybe you can just do what I do, and if you can, you should get it like every time. It honestly isn't difficult once you get once you find out how to do it. So first of all, I'm sure you already know this, but when you do Gohma Clip, you don't have to burn the web in the basement of the decker tree. You can just skip it, and it's easy. You just do B1 skip as normal. You can't buffer it though, but you shouldn't. But if you buffer B1 skip, you're gonna load the web, so you can't be doing that. But excuse me, just do B1 skip as normal, and when you land, you don't have to move or anything. Just do a backflip and a side up to the left, and you should skip the web. So this is what it looks like. As easy as that. Then you just deal with these guys. So that's really neat, I think. I don't like flame storage, so that's like the best part with this new trick for me, being able to skip that. But this is where the actual stuff begins. There are several different ways of doing Gohma Clip. I only know one, so this is what I'm going to show you. This method uses 4 decker nuts for the Gohma fight, so you'll have to figure out for yourself how many decker nuts you will need and how to spend them or whatever. But you'll need 4 for this to work. So this is gonna look a lot like the old strats in the beginning, like the first couple of moves you do. But I'm gonna show you, but first I'm gonna explain to you how to do it. First of all, you want to pull out your decker stick here, no pun intended, and jump slash into the cutscene. Then you want to throw a decker nut to stun Gohma, and when she's stunned, you crouch stab her once, and then immediately you throw another decker nut, and you stab her again, and immediately after that you throw a third decker nut. And after you've done that, you move away a little bit. Like I like to move a little bit back and to the left and get ISG, Infinite Sword Glitch. And I'm gonna assume you know what Infinite Sword Glitch is and how to get it. If you don't, you really shouldn't be doing this, I think. So I'm sorry, that was an earful of me babbling, but I'm gonna show you what it looks like. It's really easy. Okay, so here we have Gohma. And I'm gonna stab her twice and get ISG. And then I'm gonna explain, the second part of the setup for this. Okay, so, I threw a decker nut, I stabbed her, threw another one, stabbed her again, threw a third decker nut, moved away a little bit back and a little bit to the left, and I got ISG. So when you get ISG, you get this text box with Navi telling you how to kill Gohma or whatever. Okay, so this is like when I tried to learn this, I failed it a lot, and I think a lot of people who try and fail this trick because you get Gohma into the wrong position. Like, everything else is really easy, but Gohma needs to be in a pretty specific position for the clip through the door to work. So, what made this work for me, and shoutouts to J-Bop, by the way, he came into my chat and helped me with this. When I cancel this text box and start moving towards the door, I hold down left on my control stick. So you move out a little bit. So when you're facing the door, you're gonna see that I'm moving to the right of the door, and I arc back into the corner. Like, you've seen a lot of people doing this, I assume, so you know you want to stand in the right corner of the door. So when I cancel this, I'm gonna be holding down left on my control stick, and I'm gonna run away from Gohma quite a bit, actually, before I change my camera. You know, before I press Z to change my camera so I see where I'm going. But you want to be quite a bit away from Gohma before you do that, or else you might risk Gohma, you know, trying to attack you. And she won't hit you or anything, that isn't the problem, but if she does, she's gonna move in a weird way, and she's gonna be in a weird position. So, here goes. Hold down left on the control stick, cancel this, move away quite a bit, change the camera so you see where you're going, and then, you know, move into the corner of the door. And it looks like this. Like that. And here you just turn around. And I've seen a lot of people do ESS. I have no idea why you need to do that. I've always just flicked down on the control stick, and it works perfectly for me. If you do ESS, in my opinion, that can mess you up a little bit, because sometimes it takes a little bit of time, you know, and when you turn around you might target Gohma, and that basically means you're fucked. So for me at least, this is better. So now when you're in the corner here, I'm holding Z and R, so I'm standing up straight with my shield in front of me, and I'm holding back on the control stick, so I'm, you know, moving back into the door. So now the only thing I need to do is backflip on the correct frame to get the trick. Then I'll clip through the door. Okay, so you probably want to pause buffer it, so you find the correct frame to backflip on easily. You can do it without pause buffering, but it's fucking difficult, so I'm gonna show you how to pause buffer it. The correct frame is when Gohma's eye is really, really big, like when it's open the widest, or whatever. Like, you can get this in 1 or 2 pauses, but I'm gonna pause a lot here so you get to see what it looks like. Okay, here we go. Like you see, she's closing her eye here. I'm completely retarded with pause buffering, I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, I'm sorry. Okay, so this is the correct frame. You see what it looks like here? This is Gohma opening her eye, like, completely. This is where the eye is the largest. So all you need to do now is, you know, you're already holding Z, R, and down on the control stick. So you just press A during unpause lag to pause buffer a backflip, and you should get the clip, and it's gonna look like this. Okay. So what you do when you get through the door is you move back a little bit, like down the little slope. And now all you have to do is just throw a nut and do a jump slash to kill Gohma, and you're done. And you have to time the Deku Nut, but it's really easy. You just have to listen for Gohma to make a move. Like, you can hear her foot, you know, stomp the ground or whatever. You hear a noise. And after you hear that noise, you throw a Deku Nut, and you just move up to the door and do a jump slash, and you will kill her. And it's really easy, and it looks like this. Okay, so that is Gohma Clip. It's not as difficult as I think a lot of people make it out to be. I'm sorry if I couldn't explain it properly. This is the first tutorial I've ever made, so be nice, guys. One additional bit of information that might be good to know is if you for some reason miss the clip, like if you can't get it, maybe you pause buffer too far, or you miss the correct frame or whatever, you can just keep standing in the corner like you were and hold left. Like stand in the corner and hold left on the control stick until you get the correct frame the second time, and then you just do the clip and you get a second chance to get it. You only get 2 chances, so you know, if you miss it the second time, you're fucked. Or you'll have to wait a long time before you can get it again. But there's no reason why you shouldn't get it the first or at least the second time with this, with this method. You can even, go for it unbuffered first, and if you miss that, just hold left and buffer for the second try. So I'm sure I've been, less than optimal with explaining this, so there's probably questions. Feel free to ask them in the comments, or just send me a message on YouTube or on my Twitch or whatever, and I'll help you out. Thanks for watching, guys, and good luck with Gohma Clip.